This next story is about Ukrainian hackers who created fake profiles of attractive women to trick Russian soldiers into sharing their location. And then they use that intel to attack the base that the Russians were at. So this might be the first time that, well, probably not the first time that people have died because of simping. I think that's kind of
Okay,
like
yeah.
through human
Why do
history,
you
but
why do you say this is simping though?
I say it's simping because these Russian soldiers probably didn't really have a chance with these hot women, but they entertained this anyway, you know?
But they're not necessarily. They're just sending photos of themselves. They're not giving money or anything.
True, they're not giving money or anything, but without seeing pictures of the women they use, I'm gonna guess, just for the sake of what we're talking about, that they use very, very hot women to
Hmm.
lure these soldiers. And I would call that simping still, because they're just putting themselves in this subservient, oh yeah, I'll do something for you. It just kind of opens up as this subservient sort of beta
Really?
provider. I think so. You don't think so? Tell me why you disagree. You think that they were just,
Oh,
oh, there's
okay.
a super hot woman and maybe she'll date me. She's not
So
gonna date
there
you.
is okay. Yeah, there is the you have to explain. Okay, if the woman is super hot and the guy is not, then I guess somebody if somebody was thinking about this, they'd have to think, why is this woman interested in them? However, maybe they think that these women are attracted to soldiers. Is that possible?
Anything's possible. And I'm not gonna say that super attractive women never date men that are not on their level,
I
but the
mean,
vast majority of times it's simping and
because I
there's an
mean,
imbalance.
I can't think of many things manlier than being a soldier.
True,
So
but I don't think
if you're
I don't think necessarily that that gets a lot of traction these days with super hot women, considering how much how many options they have, and
that's true.
how many people are simping
But
for them.
but I'm just putting myself, or I'm trying to put myself in the place of one of these soldiers. I mean, if they thought they saw they got to match some hot women, they
Hmm.
might just think, oh, maybe she's interested in military guys. I don't know.
That's probably what they told themselves,
Yeah.
and I think they're dead now because the base was blown up.
What
So
I mean, yeah, like I was saying, what I'm concerned about is this going to be a trend, where
a
dating
trend
apps are just going to get weaponized.
in wars,
So,
probably. But do you mean
so,
like against
so-
you?
no, but like we've seen this with Project Veritas. So now,
Oh,
so now this is another instance of it. Are we going to get to the point where you just can't trust people on these apps? Where
right.
maybe they're not going to be trying to kill you or something, but what if they're just going to try to sell you something? I don't know.
Sell you something or extract information out of you.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to think of like, is there some way we can monetize this? That's the only thing I'm thinking about. But
I mean,
it's a tale as old as time that men obviously will do more for attractive women. That's obviously not new, but the ability to present this carrot and dangle it in front of men due to technology and social media is at an
yep,
all-time high,
yep.
and so I
It's,
think that
I
people
mean,
will
yeah,
leverage it more often. You're right.
it's a lot of power, actually.
It is.
If
It
yeah,
is. Especially when you think about the thing that you're dangling in front of men is precisely the thing that puts their guard down and makes them less critical, right? They're thinking they're thinking with their hormones and they're thinking with their sex drive, and they're not
yep, yep.
necessarily thinking correctly. They're very vulnerable in this kind of situation. So, and this is assuming that the women are super attractive. If it was just like a regular woman, um, then yeah, maybe that would be not a case of simping. But I'm gonna say it's Ukrainian hackers, so I'm not gonna think they were that subtle about it. They probably put up like super hot women that these Russian soldiers should have known that they have no chance with, and yet they gave their location, right? And using that, it looks like well, either they gave their location or they sent pictures where the people could deduce their location.
Doesn't the article talk about it was the the geolocation data on the photos.
Oh, interesting.
So
So they sent the picture,
yeah,
and the picture just had geolocation. Okay. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't. They probably didn't even know they were doing it. They just yeah.
Right. Wow. And now they're dead. See? This just goes to show. Don't simp.
Yeah.
If you can learn one
Yeah.
lesson,
I
it's
still
don't
don't.
simp.
I still don't think it's sipping, but
You don't think
okay.
it's simping? I think it's simping. If they were way more skeptical about female interest in, see, here's the thing that causes the root cause of simping, I think, is men not understanding what it takes to attract women or to have women find them attractive. They think that, oh, if I send them um, uh, a super chat or I send them like a donation or whatever, then I'm like the number one donator that month, and I'm on this list that she'll notice me or something. Or if I'm just me, or if I say hi, or whatever it is that they think, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. The women in general are just far more demanding and are pickier these days. And whatever you think that they want, you should probably multiply that many times. And if you don't meet that, you're simping. You're either being taken advantage of for your donation or your time or attention or money, or in this situation, you're about to be killed.
Yeah. I mean, there isn't really, there's no like subservient aspect to this, right? They just sent photos of themselves. It wasn't like they
No, there
were,
is no subservient aspect, but there is the whole assuming that the Ukrainian hackers used, and also they're not hackers; they're just people on a computer. What is the like the term hacker is being so abused these days? I think,
hmm,
don't you think? What was hacked in the situation?
that's true. Nothing really.
Yes, yeah. Don't simp. I think it resulted in these guys dying. And like you said, men should be even more on guard in the future because it can be leveraged against them in other ways as well. This is just a product of the imbalanced sexual marketplace, which we'll talk about in the future, I'm sure. But the marketplace is just imbalanced right now. It's tilted so far towards women, at least in the West, that men are desperate to get anything they can get, and they're just so grateful and eager when there's even the potential of you know getting a woman, let alone a super attractive woman. That must seem like hitting the lottery. You know.
Is prostitution legal in Russia?
I don't believe so, but even even where it's not legal, it says different countries enforce the laws to different degrees,
Hmm. Yeah, so I
and
get
so
yeah, so
it can be
the better
quasi
question,
legal.
yeah. Better question might be is it common in Russia, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Hmm.
know we think that that is like one of the ways to combat simping, but in this situation, I'm not sure anything could have helped them. They were soldiers, they were stuck in a base, they were probably hadn't seen women in a long time, and here comes, on the internet, some hot girls,
Oh, it's yeah,
and
that's brutal.
now they're dead. Yeah. And we're not making any comment about like pro Russia or pro Ukraine. It's just sad.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna die in a war, is this how you want to be remembered dying? At least it can be like in your typical war fashion. But this, that's just sad.